Yo, it's your boy, Ivan here, Ivan the Vegan. How's it going, guys? Gonna make a little video today, talk about some shit, what's going on with my channel and everything. Go around with a bunch of swans. I haven't brought any food with me, but I didn't know they were gonna be here, so they're fucking adorable, these guys. Sorry, did I say ducks? No, they're swans, right? Pretty sure that one looks like a duck. These guys look like swans. Looks pretty fucking sweet, eh? Look at that. They're scared little guys. They should be. Why they walk so cautious? But there's a whole gang. Look at that. Morning. Well, nice view there. It's good to be back home. Well, this is Paul's technically not my home, but it's still Dorset, so that's sort of my home. I've got my bike here, Specialized. Haven't cycled in this guy for about like a year. Need to clean the chain a little bit, pump up the tyres because they've got them flat because they haven't used them for such a long time. Dirt here. Anyway, it's chilly, so I'm just gonna get on with the video. Today I'm going to talk about what's going on with my channel and talk about a little bit about the What the Health documentary. Yo, what's up? It's Ivan the Vegan. I hope you guys can hear me well. Anyway, so the first one I want to mention is, guys, just comment below what you want to see. I know I ask people a lot, but not a lot of... I know Tommy, what's up Tommy, Tofu, and Vegan Runner always instructs us, they're like friends of mine sort of thing, but I hope other people who watch and sort of new to my channel or just coming across it, just comment below what you want to see. I was thinking of doing stuff like cycling and nutrition and more like science-based stuff, like actual facts, showing you studies and stuff. That's what I want to do. In terms of cycling, fucking birds are so fucking loud. In terms of studying, in terms of cycling, I want to do like road safety, basic tips, what you need to have in your... So when you're traveling, stuff like that, or what sort of how to wash it and everything like that. I just want to do that again so people know what's going on. And then about health and stuff like that, and just fitness and how to lose weight. Since I'm losing weight again, so getting in shape and everything, I'm starting to do that. Anyway, so I want to talk about the What the Health documentary and loads of myths surrounding its sort of scientific validity. And so so we'll start with what actually documentary talks about. So there's the sort of the cancer aspect and how different societies, like Cancer Association, American Society, sponsor these certain studies that support their claims. And then also talk about diabetes and obesity and how that relates to all animal products, which I think the documentary highlights really well. The narrator really just shows how corrupt these industries are, especially in America. They have such a huge dominance, such a huge presence over what the government says. Basically, they invite these lobbyists who petition, for example, certain regulations to be removed or certain regulation to be added. For example, McDonald's and fast food restaurants did this thing where like people who got ill from these, for example, they got diabetes or obese or got cancer, they couldn't sue these industries, which is just a genius idea. It just shows how fucked up this is. This product might kill you, but we're still going to sell it to you, and we're not going to tell how dangerous. It's your choice. You're an adult. And so, for example, there was the American Heart Association sponsored these studies, saying that eggs, animal products, are not harmful to the human body. Yet the eggs is not classed as a health food. Yet they call it good egg or something, or they say milk life or something. They use these slogans to deceive people in terms of the actual harmful effects of animal products. I hope you guys can follow what I'm saying. So he starts talking about like obesity, cancer and diabetes, and how, for example, there's a surrounding myth that sugar, for example, eating too much fruit causes diabetes, which wasn't the case because if you eat a meat, it raises your insulin by about like 3 times or more times than sugar itself. And when you eat fat, for example, it's straight away stored as fat in your liver. That he talks about that and how these industries lie to you and they know the harmful effect of this product. So he talks about the human aspect of it, and then he talks about the health aspect of it, and then he goes on to talk about. And there's just some kids here, so let me just clear my mind. So he talks about the health bit. And he goes on to talk about how it's actually impacting human beings and society. And those, for example, people in America are like low income. They're people, especially they discriminate people against color. So, for example, all these hog farms, they all the hogs die, and all the fecal matter, all the poo and everything, they wash it down and spray on people's land, and it just smells like death, something just 10 times worse than that. And all these people, you know, of just minority groups and some white folks as well, talk about how they would never eat bacon or all this stuff because they know where it comes from. So that aspect of it, and then he talks about sort of the overall impact on the planet and all the other beings on sort of the Earth. I think the documentary really sort of is edited really well, and is given clear points. So there's different doctors. One I can remember is Dr. Michael Greger, because he's just really famous and more mainstream now. There's Dr. Neil Bernard, and he talks about how, and then there's another doctor who talks about how, for example, dairy and cheese cause asthma and arthritis. And the narrator talked to this woman who was on medication. She had obesity, she couldn't walk without a stick. And then as soon as she stopped eating dairy products and animal products overall, she could walk in 2 weeks or something like that. So that's a really good documentary to me. So I recommend anyone watching it. Don't be biased, because it talks about, you know, the plant-based diet and stuff like that. Because I know a lot of people don't. A lot of people live in sort of false reality in terms of like cognitive dissonance. You know, you have certain ideas. Or, for example, you say you love animals and then you eat them or something, or you say you're really healthy, but yet you choose to eat items that are just as harmful as smoking cigarettes or doing drugs. So, in terms of the debunking, so there's, of course, Joe Rogan, which everybody just quotes as some sort of authority figure who apparently does clinical studies and trials and stuff, which is fucking ridiculous. Most of his points are unfounded. There's no evidence behind his claims, and he quotes this guy called Dr. I've probably already talked about this. He talks about this guy called Dr. What the fuck is his name? Dr. Z-Dog. And I looked in his profile, and he's not really a nutrition expert. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He hasn't done any clinical studies, and he hasn't done any peer review studies, which is basically, I'm sure people know what it is. It's when they do one study and they find certain results which supports their claims, and then some other organization repeats the exact same study and they get the same results, which just double confirms the theory, triple confirms it, if you will. Anyway, so that's kind of the basis of it, and how these industries, they for example, if you go on their webpage and they give you certain recipes, for example, the Diabetic Association of America, it talks about healthy recipes and then includes eggs and meat, even though there's a strong link that it causes diabetes, animal products, you know, and it's just ridiculous. That these organizations, or for example, breast cancer, you know, colon cancer, testicular cancer, all of these American organizations, they sponsor certain claims or studies that support not the organization, not the cancer organization, but the companies who sponsor these sort of societies, you know, these charity organizations, are KFC, McDonald's, Nestle, Burger King, all these sort of subgroups which are controlled by a bigger monopoly. I know it's a lot of talking, but I just want to explain the whole scenario and analyze it in depth. Overall, I think the documentary is very good. I think if you watch it, you'll understand it way more clear than I explained it. It's done in less words. It's like an hour-long documentary, so I'd recommend watching that and just sort of making your own mind up instead of me telling you what's right and wrong. Because let's be honest with you, people won't choose like to go vegan because of animals. Really, all they care about themselves. And if they watch the documentary just to see how it impacts their health in the long run, they'll definitely choose, in their own terms, they'll choose a more healthier lifestyle. And I think that's the more rational approach. Sorry, it's fucking freezing out here. So anyway, it's really nice. This is pool sort of near Sandbanks. Got my bike here. I'm gonna cycle back home because I'm exhausted. I haven't cycled in like properly in like I would say in like a year. So anyway, it's very beautiful here. Boom boom. It's been your boy Ivan the Vegan. Check me out. Check me out. You gotta check yourself before you wreck yourself, you know. And I thought my jokes were bad. It's Ivan the Vegan Joker. I can't actually do his laugh, but he's like, I can't do his laugh, but I'm gonna try actually. Should I try it? No, fuck it. Anyway, I need to go home. I'm sorry I blab too much. If you want me to do more sort of scripted videos, more I usually don't rehearse this. I just say what I know off my heart and go with the flow sort of thing. But if you want me to do more rehearsed videos, more structured videos, then comment below what you want to see more. Just give me some comments and criticisms. I need to hurry up because just need to get home and help my parents and shit. So anyway, peace out. Check out all my social networks or websites: Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Facebook's the Vegan Amino app, where you have like recipes and stuff like that. Yeah, if you want more recipes, like really simple ones, I can provide them for you. For example, there's a really nice avocado pasta recipe. So if you want to see that, just comment down below, and have a good day, and see you guys.